Suppliers are another tier in which I have vast experience, nearly 15 years providing data and consulting services. I am well versed in the needs of suppliers. Back in 2001, I sold my business Riser Reports to Winery Exchange, and we created Trade Pulse. Trade Pulse was an industry-specific website, and they spent a lot of their energy focusing on supply chain management. eRIPEX will create industry-specific systems for supply chain management, managing production of goods all the way to the point of providing those goods to the retailer and the supplier or the distributor. Each of these systems will be smaller in scale, and they will be specific to the industries in which we are targeting. There are large multinational companies out there that are offering their consulting services, and those services are dedicated to provide improving client supply chain operations. Our system will use data from the consumers and from the retailers and from the distributors to help the suppliers manage the supply chain to meet the needs of all those different levels in the retail industry. This is a very lucrative aspect of the business. There are hundreds of millions of dollars spent with these large companies to develop better systems to manage the supply chain. And I think that we can use our position to go out and get quite a bit of that business and to provide the systems for the suppliers to manage that supply chain. Another important aspect of the eRIPEX system is managing the relationship of the supplier with the distributors. That is a very strong point for me because I've helped manage that relationship for decades. The tools that we will produce will improve the communication between the supplier and the distributor. Our tools are designed to be used by the supplier's sales teams to manage their distributor business. And knowing what's going on at the retailer level and knowing what the consumer wants will help that relationship. eRIPEX will provide real-time retailer data to suppliers, improving the supplier's understanding of the retailer's wants and needs. I see it all the time at Walmart where I work, where the supplier has one set of numbers of our inventory levels that are completely different from my set of numbers that I have actually in the store. eRIPEX will track and report current results to targeted sales and distribution goals of the supplier. So the supplier will be able to manage the distributor and to be able to reward the distributor when the goals are met, or to work with the distributor to find out what goes wrong if those goals are not met. Also, suppliers have relationships with retailers. Those are usually selected key accounts. The distributor has the bulk of the relationships in the marketplace, but the suppliers pay special attention to the accounts that use their product the most. Supplier sales teams can collect store-level data in selected key accounts and put that into the system. That data now becomes available to every level in the system. Improved communication between the supplier sales force and the distributor sales force regarding activity at the retailer level. That allows the supplier to better understand how they're being represented to the retailer, getting their products into the retailer's accounts. The supplier sales management can take a virtual tour of key accounts without leaving the office. We can do that because of the data that's been collected on all the different levels, and will allow us to present video or pictures of cold boxes, of shelf caps, of displays, of special promotions within these accounts so that you can better manage that relationship with the consumer. Without suppliers, consumers would have nothing to purchase. The better the suppliers understand consumers, the better suppliers can produce goods desired by those consumers.